Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
From the first day, I felt very welcome at Indiana Tech.
I just really enjoy the classes and the vibe I get from all the other athletes and just the students here. Everybody's cool and everybody gets along really well.
I'm currently a senior, and since my freshman year, student life activities have really grown throughout campus, and there's so many ways that you can meet new people. You can go bowling, you can watch movies, and it's just really important to get involved on campus.
We have intramurals, anything from billiards to basketball. It's made student life very enjoyable.
I love Fort Wayne because there's always something going on, like festivals. I walk a bunch of the trails here locally. There's great restaurants. There's always something fun to do. You can never be bored here in Fort Wayne.
The school spirit at Indiana Tech is epic. It's everything. We had our first annual hockey game not too long ago. Everybody showed up, face paint, cowbells, Trojan hats, lawn gnomes. It was amazing. It makes it so worthwhile to be a Warrior. Go Warriors.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
Live from the Schaefer Center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's semifinal match number 1 of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference postseason volleyball tournament. The number 4 seed, the Madonna Crusaders, with a 19-12 overall record, going 13-7 the WHAC this year, taking on the top dogs in the conference in 2023, the Indiana Tech Warriors, who are currently at 29-4 overall, finishing the regular season in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference with an 18-2 overall record. We welcome you to the Schaefer Center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, for Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference postseason volleyball here on SummitCitySports.com. I'm Jaron Matheny, glad to be with you. Indiana Tech has punched their ticket to the national tournament by winning the regular season crown here in the WHAC. Now the Warriors looking for win number 30 of the season tonight and trying to keep a regular and postseason title hopes alive here for Indiana Tech. And head coach Matt Fishman in his second season at the helm for the Warriors, getting a Madonna side that's playing good volleyball as of late. Both these teams winning on Wednesday, obviously, to get here to Friday night. It was a straight set victory for the Crusaders over the University of Michigan at Dearborn on Wednesday. That game played at Madonna. The top 4 seeds advancing in this tournament for the 3rd consecutive season. It was a little bit hairier for Indiana Tech, the top seed on the other side. Concordia out of Ann Arbor, they gave the Warriors everything they could handle and a little bit more. A couple of digs that end up in a point and some things breaking the way of Indiana Tech helped the Warriors survive and stay alive in this postseason tournament. Like I just said, they are postseason bound for the national tournament no matter what happens here today. But still, certainly Tech would like to head into that postseason with a winning streak in hand as opposed to a couple of losses. And they get the snap of the one-game losing streak win over Concordia in 4 sets. Again, that match was played on Wednesday night here at the Schaefer Center. Now it's Madonna and Indiana Tech to kick off our coverage today. We'll have postseason awards at the end of this match and before our second match, which is the Saints and the Saints. Aquinas taking on Siena Heights. That'll be at approximately 7:30 tonight here inside the Schaefer Center and Klein Court. And again, we'll have your coverage here on SummitCitySports.com and the Indiana Tech Athletics YouTube page. You can find that game currently in our live section for upcoming if you're an Aquinas or Siena Heights fan. Just getting ready for that matchup. Again, 7:30 is our approximate start time for that match tonight. We'll have to see how long this one takes and then awards afterwards to for sure get to that marker of 7:30. But we're hopeful anyway that it will be a 7:30 start time for the second match of the night between Aquinas and Siena Heights. Let's focus in on this one a little bit closer. The leading attacker for Madonna, the number 4 seed in the postseason tournament, is Kyra Booza. Booza, 278 kills on the year, just under 2.5 per set. And she also leads the Crusaders in aces this season with 49. Jada Porter's got 224 kills on the year. She is averaging 2.5 kills per set this season for Madonna. And Tori Hintz, 273 kills on the year, just 5 behind Booza for that top spot here on the Crusaders roster. When things get set up offensively, they'll turn to their leader, or one of the 2 leaders anyway, in terms of the setting department. Casey Stoneburner, 551 assists on the year. That makes up about half the total of assists this season for Madonna. Carly Stoll has 545 assists this season. So the sophomore and the senior, they're playing that two-setter rotation for Madonna this year, which can be really effective, or if somebody's having an off game, you never know what's going to happen. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on the 2 setters today, and Stoneburner and Carly Stoll, to see if they're put in positions to effectively set in this one. And we'll keep our eye on Andrea Shriver on the other side of the net for Indiana Tech with that same prospect of, can you get your setter to pretty much stay put? That first touch, can you put it in a position for your setter to really dish it out any direction that she wants to go? And again, a lot of that falls on the libero to do their job and everybody in the back row on both sides of the net. The conference player of the year, Noelle Van Oort, with 438 kills this season, 3.7 kills per set for Van Oort, the junior out of Minnesota. And she is quickly moving her way up the leaderboard in terms of Indiana Tech athletic history. Right now, Van Oort, just a junior, 1,191 career kills all time. That is 3rd in Tech history. She currently trails Emma Westra, who's also still on the roster, with 1,288 career kills. Westra 2nd all time. And then there's some distance to be made up. Ashley Hamilton, the all-time leading killer in Tech history, 1,928 kills. So Westra will probably end this year at number 2, and then Van Oort, assuming she's healthy and ready to go for her senior season, come back next year, and she'll pretty quickly pass Westra, but have some work to do in order to take that number 1 spot all time here in Tech women's volleyball history. Taylor Sorg is the leading attacker for Indiana Tech this season in terms of percentage. She's hitting .337 on the year, although a little bit less effective the last time out against Concordia. We saw a lot more Hannah Tyke in that matchup for Indiana Tech, and we'll see if the freshman from Elkhart continues to gain some valuable time here in the postseason tournament. The winner of this one today will take on the winner of our next matchup in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference Championship. That is a 2 p.m. first serve tomorrow back here at the Schaefer Center. So 2 o'clock tomorrow, we'll have our championship. We'll crown a champion by 4:30, and then we'll get ready for the opening round of the national tournament, which will be 1 week from tomorrow to open up the national tournament. And then after the opening round, you're off until November 28th. So trying to find that groove to put you in a place where you are ready to go and prepared for the national tournament without being, rusty. And that's the big concern that comes after this tournament run and you've been playing 2 or 3 times every single week throughout the year, then you get to the national tournament opening round. You got to wait a week after your conference tournament ends. You play that one match, and then you're off for 10 days until you go to Sioux City, and then it's right back up and rolling, and you're playing 2 days, maybe with a bye in between. Maybe your bye's the 3rd day, and then it's quarterfinals, semis, championship, back to back to back. So you get rest. You try to avoid the rust, getting ready for the national tournament, and then you get ready to play a lot of volleyball against great competition and just back-to-back-to-back days. So that's what comes with a national tournament. I speak on that from some experience. I was the voice of the University of Jamestown Jimmies the past couple of years, the reigning national champions here in NAIA women's volleyball. And that routine, and you feel like both these sides have found their routine this season, kind of gets halted once we get into postseason play, which again, we know Indiana Tech will be in the national tournament. Hoping right now for Tech that they do enough in this postseason tournament where they could potentially host an opening round matchup next Saturday, November 18th. Again, after this one, we'll have the Saints and the Saints. Aquinas taking on Siena Heights. Top 4 seeds all moving on to play here today. And again, tomorrow it is a 2 p.m. start time for the WHAC Championship here at the Schaefer Center. Should be a good one on tap between these two this year, or today, I should say. This year, it's been good matches so far. Although Tech, in terms of overall dominance, does lead this series. Tech lost in the final a season ago in 5 sets to Cornerstone, and their 2 conference losses during the regular season both came at the hands of Siena Heights. So outside of the Siena Heights Saints, Tech is 18-0 against WHAC competition here this season. As we look at the previous 2 matchups between these 2 squads and get ready for the national anthem and starting rotation here today, we'll pause and send it down to our public address announcer once we are ready for the starting rotations and national anthem, and once both teams hit the floor. Indiana Tech defeating Madonna twice this year in straight sets here at home on September 16th, so about 2 months ago. The last time these 2 sides met up just a little bit less than 1 month ago on October 13th at Madonna. It was a 5-set thriller and an overtime 5th set win for Indiana Tech. Promises to be a good one here today. Semifinal number 1 of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference postseason tournament here from the Schaefer Center. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer as we get ready for the national anthem and starting rotation introductions. Postseason volleyball is here, and we've got 3 really, really quality matches coming your way over the next 2 days.
We now ask you to please rise, gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. junior setter for Granville, Michigan, number 23, Casey Stoneberger. And at libero, a junior from Chesterfield, Michigan, number 19, Chloe Stoll. The Crusaders are coached by Scott Barb, and assistant coaches Amanda Yaklin and Riley Jacobs. Now let's meet the starting lineups for your number 1 seed Warrior. A senior setter from Sparta, Michigan, number 1, Andrea Schreiber. A junior outside hitter from Vanderbilt, Minnesota, number 2, Noelle Van Ort. A junior middle blocker from Zionsville, number 6, Taylor Soar. A senior outside hitter from New Bremen, Ohio, number 10, Taylor Paul. A sophomore middle blocker right side from Anarchy, Illinois, number 12, Jacqueline Howard. A grad right side from Fort Wayne, number 13, Emma Westrom. And a grad student libero from Florence, Kentucky, number 5, Jason Watts. The Warriors are coached by Matt Fishman, assistant coaches Sidney Garrett, Kendall Gerber, and Laura Tate.
So let's run through those starting rotations one more time. For Madonna, the number 4 seed, it's Kira Buza, Jada Porter, Tori Hintz, Sophia Mainhart, Hannah Keenan, and Casey Stoneburner. Chloe Stoll is the libero, and she'll wear a white jersey today. On the other side, the libero, J.C. Blust, is in gray for Indiana Tech. Shriver, Van Ort, Sorg, Paul, Alloway, and Westra make up the starting 6 for Indiana Tech. So semifinal number 1 between Tech and Madonna. I'm going to be running the camera here solo for a couple of minutes. We've got one of the track and field members of the Indiana Tech track and field team will be here to run the camera, but they've got practice up until 5 o'clock, so stick with us here. We'll have better looks and better angles as we make our way throughout the broadcast here today, but just so everyone's on the same page. Tech in all black with the orange lettering and numerals. Crusaders in that neon yellow. Blue letters and numerals for Madonna here tonight. Chloe Stoll will come in for the Crusaders into the back row to replace Jada Porter. And here we go. It's Madonna and Indiana Tech facing off for the 3rd time this season. Tech 2-0, 6-2. The separating factor between these two sides this season. Casey Stoneburner, the senior, serves for Madonna. And we're off and running in this tournament. And an ace to kick off our tournament coverage as Madonna strikes first. Stoneburner, 22nd ace of the season. And back-to-back points and strong serving starts this one for Madonna. And from Indiana Tech's side of things, we've seen serve-receive has been the biggest area of struggle as of late. There's a service error, and Tech grabs their first point. It's been serving in the aces department. Noelle Van Ort, the career leader in terms of aces for Indiana Tech. Again, just in her junior season, but she's got more than 50 aces in her career than the next best for Tech. That serve is too strong, though, and a service error. And those are the things for Indiana Tech they've got to get cleared up, whether it's tonight, if they get to play tomorrow, but especially before we get to the opening round of the national tournament. Shriver to the near side. Taylor Paul with her first kill. And Tech back within 1. Sienna Heights is in the building now. J.C. Blust serves to the back row. Set on a back set. Buza too strong and no touch. Indiana Tech with a point. This one down the line on the far side. It's Hannah Keenan, the junior out of Battle Creek. Her first kill. Crusaders on top, 4-3. Buza, first team all WHAC this year. Shriver setting for Westra, soft tap. Gonna come back over and was close enough to play for Tech. Paul, the back line, Stoneburner setting out. Longest rally so far as Shriver goes down the middle, swords kill, not quite. This sent towards the back row by Keenan. Westra, too strong, and it's 5-3. The longest rally of the opening set so far belongs to the Crusaders. Buza continues to serve, this time in air. And both teams shaking off some nerves early on. Again, tournament environment, semifinal number 1. Just got to put yourself in the right mindset. Down the middle, that one too long. Off the right hand of Keenan. And we're even through the first 10 points. Well, now both Siena Heights and Aquinas are in the building, taking in this semifinal. Porter's first touch goes to the back row at Van Ort. Shriver setting for a runner by Paul. Stoneburner's there. Set up the attack for going cross court, and Mainhart, too much juice. Attack air on a point for Tech. The Fort Wayne native Emma Westra serves in a 6-5 advantage for Indiana Tech. Far side, there's Porter. And as even as we can be for the first 12 points between Madonna and Indiana Tech. And this is just one of those matches where you don't feel like anybody's going to come out straight sets in really either match tonight. Carly Stoll, the sophomore, on the floor. We've got other NAIA volleyball matches going on today. We'll get you some more scores when time permits. Westra, beyond that 3-meter line, was blocked back initially for a Shriver shove. Stoll out wide. That was Keenan. Now for Tech, Taylor Paul off the blockers and good. 7-6, Tech on top. Now Taylor Paul is coming off a career high in that match against Concordia with 17 kills. Senior Paul serves too far. Couple of service errors early on for Indiana Tech. It's 7-7. And Aquinas will take on Siena Heights, our second semifinal. Touch comes over on the overpass. Porter nearly put it away. Westra knuckler gets over. Porter a swing. Kept alive. Now a free ball from Blust. Madonna on the attack. This time it's good. Hope Schreiber, her first kill. And it's 8-7. Again, service mistakes piling up on both sides. 4 service errors now through the first 16 points. And we're tied up at 8. Madison Mays is in for the first time to serve for Tech. Blocked up front. Tyke was there alongside Shriver. Now Tech attacks. A slide. Tyke, soft touch. Stoneburner to the far side of the floor. Westra fills in, and we've got a violation against Indiana Tech. 9-8. Madonna in front. Chloe Stoll, the libero, 5'5" out of Chesterfield, Michigan. Shriver, near side for Van Ort, off the blockers and out, point Tech. And there's Noelle Van Ort for the first time. Conference Player of the Year, Noelle Van Ort in her junior season. Shriver's serve is in towards the middle, and Booza tried to play it off a left hand. Attack error, 10-9, Indiana Tech leading. Extra ball came nearly on to play there, so they'll pause for a second. Shriver serves. Nice back set right at the net line. Schreiber the kill, but a great set from Carly Stolm. 10-10. Casey Stoneburner gets us back to the start of our serving rotation. Joust, one as Hintz was really the only one who could put her hands on it. Dumps it down for the Madonna point. Crusaders 11, Tech 10. Opening set of action from the Schaefer Center in this postseason volleyball tournament. Semifinal number 1. Down the middle, Noelle Van Oort with a big kill. 11 all. Serve was in from Van Oort. Booza set, kept it up against the blockers. That ball did not make it back over. Pressed up against the net. Booza the kill. Crusaders back on top. Just back and forth. It'll be, at least in my humble opinion, a seesaw all night long. Paul rejected, and Madonna grabs the 2-point advantage on the blockers' near side, including Sophia Mainhart. Mainhart, 55 blocks coming in to play today. Shriver, good job to stay off the net. Offhanded swing from Westra is good. Usually the southpaw, she goes to the right hand this time and delivers a Tech point. Now JC Blust. Back row, got a touch on the way out, and it's a point for Madonna. Sophia Mainhart off the assist from Stoneburner. Long run here. Paul taps it off her fingertips to the outside. Keenan, too strong. So Keenan just a touch too far. 14-13 Madonna. Emma Westra. Second touch. This one just shoved over. Shriver setting. Paul. One spin. Stole. Keenan's kill. Not down this time. Back row attack from Van Oort. Filled in nicely by Stoneburner. Back to Keenan. It's good. Hit the line. Point Madonna. Carly Stoll. Sophomore for the Crusaders. High arcing serve this time. Shriver for the slide. There's Taylor Sorg. And when she's at her best, that little action works pretty well for Indiana Tech. 15-14. Down the middle, Porter, soft tap. Van Oort got down there. Westra shoves. Stoll setting up right side. Blockers, including Sorg and Van Oort there. Second attempt is over from Schreiber. And Tech able to win the point. It's Schreiber at the net line. '15s on the scoreboard. Loft on that serve from Paul, backing up, shoved over. Westra sets this time for Van Ort. And it's Tech with the lead. 3 in a row for Indiana Tech. Taylor Paul. Stoll setting Porter, too strong. 4 consecutive points. Oh no, this is credited to Madonna, they'll say. So 16s. And Westra looking for the explanation. Coach Fishman heads back to the bench, so it is Madonna point. Shriver set, Van Ort, Stoll's there, pushed it up, Stoll over on 2 and good. Carly Stoll picks up the kill. Madonna hitting .214, .261 the hitting percentage for Indiana Tech. Serve is long and an error ties us up at 17. Tyke back into the front row, Mays to serve for the Warriors. Stoll sets on a back set for Porter. Got a touch of the blockers and sails out. 18-17. Very even in the early going. Jada Porter, the Hope College transfer, named the second team this season. The conference awards came out late on Wednesday. Service error, it's 18 all. So the serving here, 5 errors for Madonna, 2 aces. 2 errors for Tech, no aces. Stoll for Booza. Blockers were there for Tech. This is up in the air, try to keep it on that side. Madonna can't vault it over. And the Crusaders want to take a timeout. 19-18. Indiana Tech leading Madonna in this opening set of semifinal number 1 in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference here on SummitCitySports.com. We're back to the Schaefer Center in 1 minute.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes.
First time out taken by Madonna. It's Tech in front by a point in this opening game here at the Schaefer Center for SummitCitySports.com. Jared Matheny, glad you're with us. Back to live action here as Stoll on the left side. That was up against the blockers on a swing from Hintz, and now this too strong. Tech leading by 2. All of a sudden, a more crucial point off this serve from Shriver. Hintz down the line. Shriver skies it. Bless behind her for Van Ort. Stoll's touch. Rattled the tape off that swing, but good for the Crusaders. 20-19. Stoneburner trying to tie us up. Shriver, a little bit of a low set there. Westra adjusts wisely. Near side, and through the fingertips of Shriver, it's good off the swing from Mainhart. 2020, game one. Shriver down the middle, Van Noort, it's in. Van Noort's fourth kill, 7 total attacks. Noel, see her come onto your screen on the right side. Her serve is into the net. 21s. Razor thin margin of error right now. Serve from Hintz is in. Shriver back setting to Westra. Off the blockers and just landing out. Was close to coming in, and head coach Scott Barbie for Madonna certainly thought that was in. Coach Fishman letting him know it was out. Stoneburner back set. Booza! 22. Tech's got a pair of timeouts. Madonna's just got one. Booza serves in at Van Noort. Shriver on the long run as Paul adjusts and picks up the kill. Taylor Paul. Point for Indiana Tech. Emma Westra serves. Warriors up by 1. First touch, Stoll has to drift back for it. Dropped over to Westra. Shriver sets down the line. Rally continues. A swing for Keenan. Sorg. Ball up in the air. Stoll's there. Back set. And between the hands of Blust, it's good on a Mainhart kill. 23 all. Carly Stoll in for the Crusaders. 48 aces on the season. Shriver looking for Sorg on that slide. It's where she's at her best. Said it earlier in this set. Tech finds her in a good spot, and now it's set point here in the first. And Madonna wants to call timeout to talk things over before this set point. Again, the Warriors still have all their timeouts remaining should this one go to overtime. A 40-second pause. We're back with the rest of set one after this. SummitCitySports.com. On the verge of crowning a winner in set one, 24-23. Tech on top of Madonna. Set point here for the Warriors, and set point number 1 for Indiana Tech. Madonna out of timeouts. Tech does have 2. They get in a situation where they like to use them. Taylor Paul serving at set point. To the outside, soft touch, see if Tech can get it here. Van Oort on the runner. Stoles there. Set right side, split the blockers. Warriors to attack. Sorg, it's in. And Indiana Tech grabs the opening set here at home in the WHAC semifinals. Semifinal number 1. Off to a great start. Warriors 25, Madonna 23 in the opening set here from the Schaefer Center in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Some stats after set 1. 4 kills for Noel Van Oort to lead all attackers here tonight. Taylor Sorg and Taylor Paul, each with 3 kills for Indiana Tech as they hit 333 in that opening set. Madonna on the other side, 3 attackers, make that 4 attackers with 3 kills. Keenan, Mainhart, Hintz, and Porter. But it's Indiana Tech who takes the opening set 25-23 over the Crusaders. We'll come back to the Schaefer Center right after this here on SummitCitySports.com.
To the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes. You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
The regular season champions of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference are off to a 1-0 advantage over the number 4 seed Madonna Crusaders, 25-23. Tech takes the opening set here in semifinal number 1 from Fort Wayne, Indiana, in the Schaefer Center. Jaron Matheny, glad you're with us for SummitCitySports.com and Indiana Tech Athletics on YouTube. So Tech finding a little bit of a rhythm. Still in that serving department, 3 errors in the opening set, no aces, but it was 2 aces, 5 errors on the other side for Madonna, so pretty much a wash when you look at that. 13 kills for Tech compared to 16 for Madonna. So the attack errors plus 5 in the favor of Indiana Tech in that opening set. So cleaning up to do in the attacking department for Madonna, serving for Indiana Tech, but if they hit like they did in that first set, can't complain too much. 333 the hitting percentage in the opening game for Indiana Tech. So the Warriors 2 sets away from heading to a postseason championship and making our next match a national tournament qualifier. If Tech is in the postseason championship match, then Aquinas and Siena Heights, the winner of that one, would move on to the national tournament, depending upon what happens here. And that's because, of course, if Indiana Tech were to win this match, let's just say for the hypotheticals of it, they win this match over Madonna, they've already got the regular season bid to the national tournament, and the second bid goes to the tournament winner or the tournament runner-up. And if Tech is in the championship match, then no matter what happens, the winner of Aquinas and Siena Heights would get that second spot. Now, we got to get there first, and Madonna's certainly going to have something to say about it as we kick off set 2 with a service ace from Noel Van Oort. Mentioned it coming in, the career leader in service aces for Indiana Tech. 212 aces now in just 3 years for Van Oort. Porter down the middle, blocked back. That handcuffed Schreiber. And Madonna still finds the point anyway. Crusaders point 1-1, set 2. Chloe Stoll. See her emerge on the right side of your screen. Westra plants it off the block and out. Good for an Indiana Tech point. JC Blust. That deep serve. They'll go to the outside. Top of the blockers. Kept that ball up for the back row. Westra tipped it, and it's in. Second touch to no avail for Madonna. 3-1 Tech. 1-0 match advantage. Blust, a little bit of spin on that ball off the serve. Drop shot not there for Hintz. It's down the middle to Sorg. And 4 out of the first 5 points of set 2 belong to Indiana Tech. Stoll pushes it out wide for Hintz. Shriver to set for Indiana Tech as Paul hung up in the air a little bit extra longer and ends up with another Warriors point. Great start to the second for Tech. Error from Blust makes it 5-2. Crusaders get the point. Stoneburner. Her serve was good. Westra again off the blockers. This is kept alive though. Hintz swings to the back row. Van Ort's there. Shriver in the middle. Sorg with a missile, but it's too far. Attack air. Point Madonna. 5-3. Looking at Taylor Paul this time, and she's got it. Both Paul and Sorg, the two Taylors, had 3 kills apiece in that first game. Now 6-3, Indiana Tech. The Snyder grad, Emma Westra, serving. Right here in Fort Wayne. An ace for Westra, 7-3 Warriors. Of course, on SummitCitySports.com tonight, we'll have some high school football, regional time here in the state of Indiana. Westra's Snyder Panthers are in action at Mishawaka. Westra back-to-back aces, and it's 8-3. Substitution coming. Keenan on for Donnelly. Hintz kept it inside the antenna. His first touch comes back over, and it's Booza to power it home. Tori Hintz. 8-4 Indiana Tech. Early stages set 2, and there's a service error by Madonna. 9-4. Paul, this serve is in. High in the air, Stoll. Left side, and the swing doesn't clear from Keenan. 10-4 Warriors, and it's a little early in this set, but you think the Crusaders may be pondering a timeout here, and in fact they are. Good start to set 2 for Indiana Tech. Warriors up 1-0 in the match and leading 10-4 in the second game.
From the first day, I felt very welcome at Indiana Tech.
I just really enjoy the classes and the vibe I get from all the other athletes and just the students here. Everybody's cool and everybody gets along really well.
I'm I'm currently a senior, and since my freshman year, student life activities have really grown throughout campus, and there's so many ways that you can meet new people. You can go bowling, you can watch movies, and it's just really important to get involved on campus.
We have intramurals, anything from billiards to basketball. It's made student life very enjoyable.
I love Fort Wayne because there's always something going on, like festivals. I walk a bunch of the trails here locally. There's great restaurants. There's always something fun to do. You can never be bored here in Fort Wayne.
The school spirit at Indiana Tech is epic. It's everything. We had our first annual hockey game not too long ago. Everybody showed up, face paint, cowbells, Trojan hats, lawn gnomes. It was amazing. It makes it so worthwhile to be a Warrior. Go Warriors.
1-0 in the match, 10-4, set 2. Indiana Tech in front of Madonna. Jaron Matheny for SummitCitySports.com. Glad you're with us tonight. First of 2 semifinal matchups here in the WHAC postseason volleyball tournament. High up in the air, left side down the line of the Westra. Paul angling for Van Ort, and it's blocked. Crusaders with a point. Should call that just an attack error by Van Ort. 10-5, and Madonna with a point out of the timeout. Sword to the back row. Nice dig by Hintz. Swing against the blockers is good, and it's back-to-back points for Madonna out of the timeout. Booza. It's Van Ort with the runner. Hintz fills in. Stoneburner back setting. Cross-court kill. Mainhart makes it 10-7. Booza serves too strong. Couple of subs for Indiana Tech. Madison Mays is back in. Hannah Tyke in the front row. Stoneburner, quick set for Porter. Awkward angle. Attack air. Back to a 5-point lead for Tech. Mays, just a handful of aces during the regular season. She crashes into Paul there. It's a kill for Porter and a point to Madonna. Blust back on for Tech. Carly Stoll. Part of that split setters in rotation for Madonna. Van Ort, touch from Shriver, high in the air. That time it was Chloe Stoll who sets up the attack and a kill for Keenan. Westra on the first touch, Shriver up for Van Ort, soft tap, and couldn't be pancaked on the other end. Van Ort's got another 13-9. Noelle Van Ort, first kill of the second set, 5 in total. Shriver, a line drive on that cross court, comes over on the first touch. Westra, not there on the soft slap. That's off the tape and down. Yes, it is down in for the Madonna point. So 13-10. Hannah Keenan, junior outside hitter. Serves into the coffin corner for an ace. I've been Tech providing the serving power so far in this set. That's the first ace for Madonna in set 2. 3 for the Warriors, but it's back to a 2-point game number 2. Westra, powerful. 14-11. We have a second semifinal coming up after this one tonight. Aquinas, Siena Heights. Championship tomorrow, 2 p.m. One-handed set and a touch before that rolled out. Perfect for Madonna, and great work on that front row by Carly Stoll. One hand in the air, got enough of it to set up the attack for the Crusaders. And there's an error, gives it right back. J.C. Bluss serving in that gray libero jersey with the Warriors 10 points away from a second set win. Madonna not too far behind. Joust kept alive by Sorg as she was so low on the block. It's Paul. Stoll digs it out. Pushed over on the second touch and in. Carly Stoll. So Madonna the point. Stoneburner's back on. Going that 6-2 rotation as opposed to what Tech does with just the one setter. Sorg quick on the punch. Cushion remains 3 for Indiana Tech. Drop shot dug out. Shriver to the outside. Paul bangs it off the blocker's hands and good. Taylor Paul now leads Indiana Tech with 6 kills. And coming off a career high against Concordia to open up the postseason. Good high set. Too strong on the swing. Attack air. Warriors up by 5. Crusaders just 1 timeout left. Emma Westra has done a nice job in this set, applying really good pressure with her serve. Couple of aces to her name. Right at the net line, Booza. 10th kill for Madonna. Already in game 2. Tech has just 9 kills. The errors attacking and serving mounting up for Madonna. Paul just elevates so effortlessly, it seems. Second touch is good. Stoneburner, the senior, picks up the point. Back to 3. Tori Hintz. And that serve wide to the left. 19-15. And again, Madonna 1 timeout left in this game 2. The Warriors got to feel pretty good with where they're at least right now. And there's an ace from Taylor Paul. Talked about serving. It feels like a broken record on my end for the last couple of matches. Well, 4 aces here in set 2. Proving a point. Tech up by 5, late stages of the second set.
From the first day, I felt very welcome at Indiana Tech.
I just really enjoy the classes and the vibe I get from all the other athletes and just the students here. Everybody's cool and everybody gets along really well.
I'm currently a senior, and since my freshman year, student life activities have really grown throughout campus, and there's so many ways that you can meet new people. You can go bowling, you can watch movies, and it's just really important to get involved on campus.
We have intramurals, anything from billiards to basketball. It's made student life very enjoyable.
I love Fort Wayne because there's always something going on, like festivals. I walk a bunch of the trails here locally. There's great restaurants. There's always something fun to do. You can never be bored here in Fort Wayne.
The school spirit at Indiana Tech is epic. It's everything. We had our first annual hockey game not too long ago. Everybody showed up, face paint, cowbells, Trojan hats, lawn gnomes. It was amazing. It makes it so worthwhile to be a Warrior. Go Warriors.
So 20-15, Indiana Tech leads Madonna in the second set. 1-0 match lead for the number 1 seed here in the postseason tournament in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Jared Matheny for SummitCitySports.com. Glad you're along for the ride with us tonight. Taylor Paul coming off an ace and a Madonna timeout serves in the late stages of game 2. Another good jump serve from Paul. High up in the air, blocked back. Sorg is there on the rejection with Shriver. Caradona took the swing. She's on for the first time. Now 21-15. Paul, nearly another ace. All sorts of problems right now coming off the serves. It's Sorg, splits the back row. This is the kind of volleyball Tech has been looking to play over the last couple of weeks. And for poor Madonna right now, it's come at the wrong time for them. There's an error from Paul, but a great stretch serving for her. 22-16. Booza jumps onto your screen. Westra first touch shoved out for Van Oort by Shriver. This is near the net and ends up in a Tech point. 23-16. Madison Mays can potentially put this set away. Looking for 2 points for the Warriors. It's in. Set down the middle. And a swing from Caradona is too strong. 24-16, set point in the second for the Warriors. Porter in the middle, Tyke was there, slung back. Westra gets an arm on it. Van Oort, too strong. Set point 2. Crusaders stay alive in the second. Carly Stoll will need the next 7 here for the Crusaders. Shriver out to Van Oort. Stoll's touch. Now Shriver in the middle. Tyke had to go underhand, punch back over, then a shove. Bodies colliding in the chaos. Shriver for Tyke, blocked back. Westra hit it over. Congested in this rally. Van Oort, not quite. Free ball from Porter. Shriver sets over. Stoll's there. Stoll setting for Porter. And there's Carly Stoll to Porter. Point Madonna. Set point 3. Carly Stoll to serve. Shriver to Tyke. The touch and down, and the freshman ends the second set. Warriors lead it 2-0, and Madonna's season on the verge right now. 25-18 in the second set. Indiana Tech wins it over Madonna. We'll come back with set 3 right after this.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
From the first day, I felt very welcome at Indiana Tech.
I just really enjoy the classes and the vibe I get from all the other athletes and just the students here. Everybody's cool and everybody gets along really well.
I'm currently a senior, and since my freshman year, student life activities have really grown throughout campus, and there's so many ways that you can meet new people. You can go bowling, you can watch movies, and it's just really important to get involved on campus.
We have intramurals, anything from billiards to basketball. It's made student life very enjoyable.
I love Fort Wayne because there's always something going on, like festivals. I walk a bunch of the trails here locally. There's great restaurants. There's always something fun to do. You can never be bored here in Fort Wayne.
The school spirit at Indiana Tech is epic. It's everything. We had our first annual hockey game not too long ago. Everybody showed up, face paint, cowbells, Trojan hats, lawn gnomes. It was amazing. It makes it so worthwhile to be a Warrior. Go Warriors.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
Indiana Tech is one set victory away from punching their ticket to the championship match here in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference semifinal matchup number 1 of the evening from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and the Schaefer Center on the campus of the Indiana Institute of Technology. I'm Jaron Matheny. Glad you're with us for SummitCitySports.com and Indiana Tech Athletics. Taking a look at the stats, Warriors hit just about as well as they did in the opening set. 308 in game 2, and it was 212 on the other side for Madonna. Basically the same numbers in that second set in terms of hitting percentage for the Crusaders, who are led in attacks and kills by Keenan. 6 kills for Keenan through 2 games. 6 kills for both Sorg and Paul on the other side for Indiana Tech. Quick serve, and we're off and running in set 3. Tyke down the line. Stoll is there. Hintz over the top. Shriver for Westra. And in. Warriors on the board first in the third. Again, about 2 months ago, here in this building, Tech won in straight sets over Madonna. But at Madonna, less than a month ago, it took 5 sets for the Warriors to come out on top. Service error, and we're even at 1. See if the Crusaders can find a run early in this set. Maybe force Tech to go off the gas a little bit and prepare for the rest of the match. Good touch by Van Oort to get it back to Paul. Stoneburner to Booza. Blockers were there. Set over. Tyke punched it in the air, and it eventually lands. Point Madonna, and Blust gives an explanation. Looked like she just made contact with one of her teammates. Seems to be okay. So 2-1 Crusaders. Hintz from back deep, serving. Blust looked okay there. Paul, yes. Taylor Paul. A little bit of extra pop for Paul. JC Blust to serve now. So everything must be all right. Stoll first touch, Stoneburner in the middle, and then an awkward set. Double contact. Why it looked a little bit awkward. Point Warriors. Paul, rather Blust on the right side of your screen, serves in. Stoneburner off a back for Booza. Skied up in the air and a free ball over to the Warriors. Van Oort off a back foot. Still got it to Shriver. Paul was rejected, and then Westra, Shriver, Sorg all kind of crashed into each other up front. 3-3. That's one Tech would like to have back. You can tell just on the faces. Booza provided a lot of pressure for Madonna this season. There's that soft touch from Westra, high up in the air. And then off the blocker and good for Caradonna. 4-3. Over the top. And that was against Indiana Tech, so 5-3 Madonna. Blust first touch comes back over, swing didn't go down on the overpass. Work to do for the Warriors. Paul splits the blockers and gets the point. Emma Westra serving 5-4 disadvantage in game 3, 2-0 match advantage for the Warriors. Blockers there, point Warriors. On the block, Paul and Sorg go get credit. 5-5, and this one a little bit more in line with what we saw set 1. Going to the outside, blockers are there again. This time it's Shriver. Warriors with the last 3 points. And it's Emma Westra's service pressure today. Caradonna got the first touch. Hintz hits the back line. 50-50 there for Coach Fishman and JC Blust, who are right on top of it. And Carly Stoll on to serve for Madonna. 429 the hitting percentage to begin this set. Shriver for Paul. Tap down the line, high up in the air. Stoll for Stoneburner. Stoll setting Stoneburner again the swing. Back corner and good. 7-6, Madonna now leading. So 2-0 match lead. Stoll jump serve and an ace. Well, just like that, back-to-back points now for Madonna. And an 8-6 third game lead. Van Oort is off and Cassidy Boner's on for the first time. Shriver avoids the net and Sorg pounds it in. Taylor Sorg, the kill. Indiana Tech point trailing by 1, and Noel Van Oort right back in. Taylor Paul serving now. Stoneburner Against one blocker, Westra saved it. Van Oort off her fingertips, high up in the air, Stoll arcing back, Stoneburner against the blockers. It's touched over. Sorg, ball up in the air, still up and alive. And now a discussion depending upon where this ball landed and if anybody touched it for Madonna. 4 touches by Indiana Tech, point Crusaders. Coach Fishman getting an explanation. Crusaders sub out. Hannah Keenan. And Madonna's going to have this one, and then the 2 after that. Need a reverse sweep tonight to keep the season and national tournament hopes alive. Shriver in the middle to Sorg, and it sails out off the arms of Keenan. 9-8. And Madison Mays for Indiana Tech. Just a handful of aces, like I said, this year, but 7 in total. And how about right on cue? There's number 8 for Mays. She had an ace against Concordia as well, so back-to-back matches for Mays with an ace to her total. We're even at 9. Near side, Porter, big time punch. Mays comes off as well as Sorg. Blust re-entering, Tyke into the front row. Stoll serving in, Shriver on the back set slide for Tyke this time. Stoll, who served, got that first touch back. Blust angles, Van Oort. Now into the middle, Booza missed the swing, but grazed it. 4 touches against the Crusaders. Now Andrea Shriver, we saw against Concordia, not on Wednesday, but the previous Wednesday, so about 10 days ago, when she got back to the service line, it felt like Tech found their groove. Booza gets her right off. Fifth kill for Booza. Hit no 71. Stoneburner. Madonna up by 1. Shriver down the middle. Van Oort, little awkward angle, spins home. Tech point. And again, there for Madonna, I just think miscommunication more than anything. Noelle Van Oort. Kill number 6. She's 3 away from hitting 1,200 in her Tech career. Oh, beautiful. Maybe a miss hit on that swing from Hope Schreiber, but it counts nonetheless. Sometimes better to be lucky than just playing good. And Schreiber will take the point. 12-11 Madonna. Plus, that was high off her chest. Paul still able to attack over. Booza goes opposite hand. Shriver to Westra, back line. Hintz got it up in the air. Tech in the middle. Tyke got it. 12-12. JC Blust, a 3-0 run either way could swing this set dramatically. Caradonna, not this time. Another funky hit there. Westra, the powerful swing. Rally continues, near side. Off the block and good. As Schreiber's got another 13-12. Aquinas and Siena Heights waiting to hit the floor after our award ceremony. And after this one concludes, there's a block for Madonna. And as I was just saying, a three-point swing either way. Back-to-back for the Crusaders. And Booza got a chance to make it 3 in a row. Short. That service error marks number 10 for Madonna. 4 aces, Tech 5 aces, 6 errors on the other side. Porter in, and against the blockers again, Madonna grabs the point, 15-13. And after this one concludes, we'll keep it here, have the award ceremony. We'll more than likely have to go to a break so they can set up the table in between, but then we'll come back for the award ceremony and this broadcast, and then we'll boot up the next one for Aquinas and Siena Heights. Once this one comes to a close, it's Sorg off the slide, and there she is again. Taylor Sorg, Indiana Tech, down by 1. Warriors having their worst hitting set so far at 261, but still above 300 for the match. Madonna to the back line. Shriver on the run, setting up Van Ort. Off her fingertips, was punched in the air by Stoll. This swing didn't make it over. 4 touches and 30 points in. We are square even. Back-to-back points for Tech. Still got some blue and neon yellow in the crowd here today. Cardona blocked it in. 16-15. 3 points in a row for Tech. Taylor Paul. High up in the air. Westra a little handcuffed, still got to it. Van Ort has been quiet since set 1. Noel 2 kills away from 1,200. And Madonna's season on the line right now. Needs to talk things over. Timeout for the Crusaders. Tech trying to punch their ticket to the WHAC postseason championship tomorrow afternoon.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Semifinal number 1 in the WHAC postseason volleyball tournament. Live from the Schaefer Center here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. 17-15 Indiana Tech leading game 3, and it's 2-0 in the match. Warriors have scored the last 4 points. Stoll setting in the middle. Off hand tap by Mainhart, and then Sorg swing is good. And how about a 5-0 run now from Indiana Tech? Trying to put away Madonna. Service error by Paul. Crusaders trail by 2. And we're creeping towards the late stages of set 3. Shriver, near side Van Oort, just shoved it off the blockers, and it's good, 19-16. Again, Madonna's in a little bit of trouble here. Madison Mays back in for Indiana Tech. Coming off an ace earlier in this set. Outside Porter, got it. Back to 2 for the Crusaders. And again, falling much more in line with what that first set looked like. Just back and forth pretty much all the way. Set 2 was really in the hands of Indiana Tech from the jump. Shriver for Van Oort, split the blockers. Noelle Van Oort, that's kill number 9 tonight and number 1,200 for her career. For the player of the year here in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. An ace, and Tech 4 points away. And a timeout needed by Madonna. Final timeout for the Crusaders. Could it be the final timeout of their season? Madonna on the ropes here at the Schaefer Center, and Tech trying to punch that ticket back to the postseason championship match. (21-17), Indiana Tech on top. Late stages of set 3. Madonna is out of timeouts. And the Warriors 4 points away. Andrea Shriver. Off an ace. Nearly had another. Free ball back. Shriver going out for Van Oort. Blockers there. Tech keeps it alive. Another swing. Van Oort makes this one count. 10th kill of the night for Noelle. 22-17. And again, Madonna's season on the line. Not one of those teams that's going to get an auto or a bid from the national tournament if they don't get it out of the conference season. Van Oort to the back row, Stoll's there. Swing from Hintz doesn't drop. They'll go to the opposite side instead. Stoneburner in. Madonna trailing by 4. Just side out volleyball necessary for Indiana Tech to move on. Trying to get revenge after last year. They fell to Cornerstone in the championship. Seastone won't be here this year as Westra brings it to 2. The Madonna fans starting to shake their head a little bit. Just not their night here on the road. And when you get in the postseason environment, every last serve just kind of hangs in the balance. Service air. Tori Hintz. Madonna needing a run. Shriver going outside for Westra. The grad student sends us to match point. Tech fans are on their feet. Postseason championship match tomorrow at 2 p.m. and the Warriors are trying to be the first team to punch their ticket there. Nearly did. Free ball's not going to make it. It's an ace for Blust, and Indiana Tech has swept Madonna to move on to the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference championship match tomorrow. 2 p.m. tomorrow, we'll have coverage of that championship match as semifinal number 1 belongs to Indiana Tech in straight sets here tonight. We'll step aside, come back with those awards, then we'll sign off briefly and have Siena Heights against Aquinas in what's now become a national tournament qualifier for both those teams. Tech hits 394 in the third set compared to 108 for Madonna. Noel Van Oort and Taylor Sorg each with 10 kills. Madonna led by Porter, who had 8 kills this evening for the Crusaders. Madonna's season comes to an end with a 19-13 overall record. Again, we'll step aside. We'll come back with the award ceremony for the WHAC after this break here on SummitCitySports.com. The Warriors are moving on to the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference championship match tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. here inside the Schaefer Center.
Hi, I'm Paxton, and I'll be your tour guide today. Behind me, we have Pearson Hall. This is one of our freshman dorms on campus. Today, I'll be showing you dorm rooms. Come inside. The only way to get into campus is if you have an ID card, so you'll have to swipe into all the dorms. And then over here, we have an intercom system. So through every dorm, we have these dial buttons within the dorm rooms and then outside. So say you're visiting somebody, you don't live here, you would dial their room number and then you can actually call their room and they can unlock the doors to the dorm through the intercom system, and you can talk to them. They can see you through a camera and they can unlock the doors for you so they don't have to leave the room. It's really nice to have. So right here we just have our main lobby. Every floor has a lobby. In the lobbies we just have TVs and stuff. You can watch movies, play video games. You can hang out with friends, do homework, play card games. It's just a nice little hangout area to have. And then right here, this is what we call our RA office. So every single night there will be an RA in the office. They're just there for your needs if you have any issues with toilets or sinks or anything being clogged. They'll always be in there for your help. If you have questions about anything, you can always come see an RA here. And then over here, we have mailboxes. Every student has a mailbox. They are really small. The only thing they can fit is card-sized items. Throughout campus, you'll see our mail room when you go on your actual tour later on, and that will be in one of our other buildings where you'll receive bigger packages. All right, so here's the laundry room. So in the laundry room, you don't have to save quarters or use quarters. I know it says 25 cents, but it is included with living on campus. And then there's one on every floor and every side of the floor, so there's 2 on every floor in Pearson. So every student has keys to their dorm. And then as you come in, you will see our intercom system right here that I talked about in the entranceway. So this is where you would unlock the door for visitors, talk to them. And then one really nice thing about it is there is a security guard button right there. So if you were to have somebody calling your room constantly at 5 o'clock in the morning because some student forgot their keys, you could actually press the security guard button and it will lock them in that little box that we entered into the dorm. It'll lock both the outside doors and the inside doors and call security. So it also has a nice safety measure within your room. You don't even have to leave your room for that. So it's really nice. And then as we enter in this way, you'll see this is the half of our room looks like. So there's this, and then on the other side of the suite, there's a mirrored room that looks exactly like this. The desk, the dressers, and the closets, and all of the drawers and stuff all come with. You can decorate it any way you'd like, and then mini fridges, TVs, anything like that you would bring here. And then through here we have our bathroom. So then as we come into the bathroom, you'll see that this side of the room has their own sink and toilet, and then as you come through, there's one shower shared between the 2 rooms, and then this side of the room has their own sink and toilet, and then there's the mirrored room right here. So then they share a little common space out there, and then this is the exact same stuff, and it's all the same. Here we have Calflush. This is our other freshman dorm on campus. It is across the street from main campus. We'll be showing another freshman dorm, the laundry room, and then the hangout lobby area. Come on in. So same thing as Pearson. To get into the dorms, you have to have a swipe card that unlocks and lets you in. All right, and then we have the same intercom system as we do in Pearson, and it runs throughout all of the dorms. And then in here is the lobby area where all the students hang out. We have like a TV so people can hook up like Xboxes or anything like that, DVD players, you can watch movies. I know RA's put on a bunch of activities down here. They do like movie nights with hot chocolate during the winter. We've done like pumpkin carving, and we watch a Halloween movie, and so that's all done down here. And then it's the same thing over here. You can do some studying, you can hang out with friends, you can eat dinner if you want, and like I said, you can hang out with your RA, hang out with your friends, do homework, but follow me to the next part. So same thing as Pearson, every student has keys to their dorm. So when you first walk in, it's different than Pearson where there's no like two mirrored room. It's just one room with two students. The shelves, the desks, the drawers, all of the the beds and stuff all come.
The Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference is a strong tradition of academics as well as athletic achievement. It is because of this commitment that we honor the following student athletes in attendance tonight as the 2023 WAC Women's Volleyball All-Academic Team, maintaining a cumulative GPA of 3.25. All members of this team must be a sophomore or above in academic standing and have been in attendance at their school for 1 full year. From Indiana Tech, Jacqueline Alloway, J.C. Bloss, Cassidy Bowden, Sarah Jockers, Madison Mays, Taylor Paul, Andrea Schreiber, Taylor Sword, Noelle Van Ork, Emma Westra, Nia Payne, Paige Redder, and Laura Danizy. From Aquinas, Laura Chioni, Julia Schweihofer, Abbott Perkins, Jenna Lee, Chloe Hogger, Peyton Goshka, Melissa Beachdown, Alyssa Detweiler, Sammy Teacher, Cassie Sustridge, Jennifer Johnson, and Rylan Black. From Siena Heights, Aubrey Bates, Lindsay Binschotter, Katie Karsten, Rachel Hack, Olivia Norman, Peyton Osborne, Claire Van Dyke, Kinsey Wagner, and Taylor Wegener. And from Madonna, Kira Buza, Jada Porter, Paige Caradonna, Kaylin Henning, Caroline Rummel, Casey Stoneberger, and Tori Hens. And let's give them a round of applause for their hard work in the classroom and on the court. from Madonna, senior Sophia Mainhart. Also recognizing Julia Nash, Rochester, as our Champions of Character coach for her outstanding display of character during the season. And a round of applause for the Champions of Character team. Now it's time to recognize and honor the members of the all-freshman team who are present tonight. Please come forward when your name is called. Aquinas middle hitter Lauren Cioni. An outside hitter from Siena Heights, Jesse Holzhauer. Next, we'd like to recognize members of the second team all-conference who are present tonight. These team members were voted on by head coaches in the conference. From Indiana Tech, graduate student defensive specialist J.C. Blutz. From Siena Heights, senior center Aubrey Bates. Senior libero Peyton Osborne. And senior middle blocker Kenzie Wagner. And from Madonna, senior middle blocker Jada Porter. And senior setter Casey Stoneberg. And now the members of the 2023 WAC First Team All-Conference team. From Indiana Tech, junior outside hitter Noel Van Ork. Senior center Andrea Schreiber. Senior outside hitter Taylor Paul. And graduate student right side Emma Wester. From Aquinas, senior right side Abby Perkins. Senior middle hitter Sammy Teachworth. And junior center Lydia Harper. From Siena Heights, junior middle blocker Olivia Norman. And from Madonna, junior middle blocker Kira Buza. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the WAC all-conference team. goes to Matt Fishman of the regular season champion Indiana Tech Warriors. And champion of character coach Juliana Nash of Rochester. Fans, join us one more time in congratulating our honorees for a fantastic season in suburban wrestling. And at this time, we'd also like to honor the regular season champions or the captains from Indiana Tech. Please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the 2023 WAC Women's Volleyball regular season champions, Indiana Tech. And the conference also congratulates everyone for your success this season.
Well, that does it for our award ceremony here today. Semifinal number 1 belongs to Indiana Tech. The Warriors sweeping Madonna to move on to the WAC championship tomorrow at 2 p.m. The Saints of Siena Heights will take on Aquinas less than an hour from now to determine who's joining Indiana Tech in that championship match, but also who the second auto bid is going to from the WHAC. We'll talk to you less than an hour from now. Back here at the Schaefer Center, Tech wins in straight sets over Madonna to open up semifinal action here in the volleyball postseason tournament in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference.